Hey guys, welcome back to another trip to thrift video. It's a weekend car boot that we're going to be hitting up. It's a bit of a trek for me, so I'm only going to be hitting up that one. And I just sort of run out of time if I want to go to any more. So yeah, I'll take you along with me. We'll try and find some cool clothes. Like the video, subscribe if you're new here. Follow my Instagram and my Depop down there at the bottom of the screen. Ryan's Finds, IHINDS, FINDS. Message me on my Instagram if you are interested in wholesale. I'll put some wholesale videos in one of the corners. And yeah, I'll try and find some cool clothes for you guys. And then we'll shoot back home and we'll go through everything I find. I won't do an outro. I'll just see you when I get home. So yeah, like the video, subscribe, and enjoy. How much is the bag?
Well, a tenner for that. That's a proper mountaineering one.
Yeah.
For skiing and whatever.
How much are the shoes?
They're brand new, yes, my darling. Well, one of them are.
Definitely, these ones aren't. How much is your, excuse me, how much is your jacket? Pound? Yeah. How much is your bag?
Which one?
Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to go through everything that I found. As I said, it was a weekend car boot. It was surprisingly really quiet, even though the weather was perfect for it. And eventually, I think when I was leaving, they had filled up the whole field. But it was just really quiet for things, like there wasn't too much coming out. But obviously you saw in the previous clips what I picked up. But now we're just going to go through them in detail. I'll tell you what I paid for them. And yeah, we'll just go through it all. So make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new here. Follow my Instagram, my Depop down there at the bottom of the screen. Ryan's Finds, IHINDS, FINDS. Message me on my Instagram if you are interested in wholesale. What else before we get into it? Oh, if the deal did happen, I'm picking up something really cool on Friday. Hopefully I would have posted it on my Instagram. I'll put a post there. So make sure you go on my Instagram and go and like it and have a look at what it is. And yeah, we'll get into the video now. We'll go through everything I found. Starting off, we've got one jacket. It's actually a really nice jacket. Nice mid-90s white tag Nike. Well, it's bits. Someone's been wearing this when they're a bit dirty and sweaty. But yeah, just a nice sort of quilted puffy. It's not a big puffy one, but it's got this sort of baby blue detailings, a hood, and then it's got baby blue sort of stripes all the way down. Has it got a swoosh? Yeah, it's got a nice swoosh down the bottom. It's a couple paint marks, but hopefully I'm going to get them out. But I paid £2 for that. Hopefully that's like a 25 to 35, probably a little bit more if I can get the marks out and sort of give it a good clean. But I think the top range for that is probably like 45, 50 quid. Then we've got one sweatshirt that I found, a nice Stussy one. Nothing old, it's just a nice standard new age one, which you can probably still pick up in the shops now. I picked this up for £2. It is really battered. There's no holes, it's just got marks and yellowing all over it. So I'm gonna have to give it a bit of a soak and a nice sort of clean in some Oxy. And if the marks don't come out, then it will have to be a nice dye job, which I probably won't even end up getting to just because I don't have the time for it. But yeah, picked that up for £2. Hopefully that's like a 25 to maybe £35 item. Maybe a little bit more if I can get it really clean. But as I said, it is just super beat. Next, we've got a couple pairs of shoes. First pair is a pair of all black Air Force Ones from 2017, and they are super crisp for how old they are, because Air Forces usually get super beat up. But yeah, what's that? 4 years old, and they look pretty much brand new. A little bit of wear to the bottom, but I paid, I think it was £5 or £10 for them, which is really good. These usually go for, I mean, you can sell beat up ones for like £20–25, but crisp ones you can usually get like 35 to 45, maybe even a bit more now, because Nike have actually upped the retail price of these. I think they used to be like £60 or £70, and I think it went up to like 90, and now it's like £100, I think. So the retail price is super high for just a pretty basic shoe. I think it's because people were like reselling them on StockX. Then we got one more pair of shoes, which actually go perfectly with what I picked up on Friday. I also didn't explain that what I picked up on Friday, I'll get some footage from that. And that'll be the kind of stuff that I'll put into like day in the life, week in the life, sort of just showing more in-depth things in what I do to do with clothing. So yeah, I picked up this pair of shoes. It is a pair of Nike Shocks, as you can see there. They are from 2006, and they are a UK 14, which is a US 15. So they are huge. The guy even questioned me like, what size shoe am I? He said even these are too small for him, and he wasn't even that tall. But yeah, they're a UK 14. They are huge. I paid £4 for them. They're pretty crisp on the top. They've just got a bit of mud on the bottom, but they are, he said they've been worn like a couple of times, if that. But I literally picked them up for display. Perfect timing, didn't even plan it. And they're called Nike Elite. I'm not sure if that's the actual official name, but they are just huge. UK 14, it's like massive. Next we got all the bags that I picked up. I picked up 3 of them. The first one is this Oakley, early 2000s Oakley sort of, it's not really a side bag, maybe it's a laptop bag. I don't know if that's too small for a laptop, but it's got loads of pockets. I paid £5 for it. It's really cool, but it's a little bit battered. It's definitely just been sort of left in the shed. But I picked that for £5. Hopefully get like 15 to 25 maybe on that one. Then we got a low Alpine bag. I've actually got a couple of these myself. It's just like a standard sort of hiking waist bag. I paid a tenner for it. The guy was very sort of stubborn on his price, didn't want to haggle at all. But I reckon there's still a bit of money in it. I haven't looked at eBay sold listings or what they're actually up on Depop for. I reckon that's like a 25 to 35, maybe a £40 bag. Then we have the final bag of the day. It is this Nike, I'm not sure what it's used for. I want to say it's like a money pouch for like runners. It's definitely not a music one or like an MP3 one, because it hasn't got a headphone hole. It's literally just got that one zip pouch. I reckon it is for money or just like essentials for runners. Obviously you just strap it onto your arm and then take it running with you. But it's got 3M detailing, and it's just got a little rubber swoosh there. I paid like 20p for it. Just another sort of cool display piece to have. And then we got the final items of the day, 3 t-shirts. The first one is this, I want to say like late 2000s No Fear t-shirt. It's a size XL. It's just got a really cool No Fear. I really like the font on that and the colour. On the chest there, and then it's got this big graphic on the front. I paid 50p for that. It's probably going to be a keeper because it's got a couple of holes and a couple of marks, and I just probably won't get too much money for it. It won't be worth the time, and it'll probably just end up sitting on Depop for like £12–15 all in. I'd rather just have it myself than sell it, because it is a nice fit as well, nice and boxy. Then we got a late 90s, very early 2000s Nike t-shirt, just a simple swoosh one. Again, might keep it for myself. It is a size large, so it might be a little bit tight on the chest. So I'll have to see if it fits me. If it doesn't fit me, then I'll sell it. But I paid a £5 for that. I was going to haggle a little bit, but then I realised it was actually a charity stand who are like raising money for charity. So paid a £5 for that one. Probably won't get too much for it. It's probably like a 15, maybe £18 t-shirt. And then finally, we have this really sick Eminem long sleeve t-shirt. Got that graphic on the front. It's on like a Euro tag, so it's not on anything nice. And then it's got that on the back. I got this with the Stussy sweatshirt, but unfortunately, well, I paid 50p for it, but unfortunately it is dry rot, which is actually the first dry rot item that I've ever found out in the wild. I found a couple of things which are sort of borderline dry rot, but this one is definitely dry rot. For people who don't know what dry rot is, it basically happens to black t-shirts. I think it's only black t-shirts. I haven't heard of any other colours getting it, but it's basically the dye in old t-shirts which haven't been washed. The dye's got some sort of acid. It's got something which sort of wears away and eats away at the cotton of the t-shirt, so it just makes it super easy to rip. Like, I'll show you this hole. Where's this hole here? It just goes like that. This hasn't got any holes in it. I can't actually rip that bit, but basically it's just super fragile, and if you wash it, it will just tear to shreds. I'm tempted to just tear it apart on camera, but I'll make a new hole. You can see there's nothing there. Your finger just goes through it and it just falls apart. There's like no pressure I'm putting on it at all. Oh well. I'll just rip the whole thing and show you how easy it is. But yeah, it has got a really cool graphic. Paid 50p for it. I did think about not ripping it and maybe like framing it or just hanging it up. Maybe I will hang it up actually. Nah, it's messed up. But yeah, this is what dry rot does to your t-shirts. It just makes them fall apart. But yeah, paid 50p for that. Obviously, I'm just gonna chuck it away, but it just makes it so fragile. And it was a nice size as well, size XL. That is it for everything that I found today. Thanks for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thinking about it now, I probably should have done a thumbnail before I ripped it. But yeah, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new here. Follow my Instagram and my Depop down there at the bottom of the screen. Ryan's Finds, IHNDS. As I said, go on my Instagram, go see what I picked up on Friday. Hopefully the deal didn't fall through. But yeah, that's a really cool piece. Hopefully I'm going to find somewhere to put it on show. And I think that's it. I did say I'm going to sort of ease off on doing trips to the thrifts and make it more of a sort of, not a day in the life, just show you sort of more in-depth things than having all these sort of repetitive setups of going to car boot, filming what I find, showing you what I find. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, follow my Instagram or Depop. Message me on my Instagram if you are interested in wholesale. I'll put some wholesale videos in one of the corners. And yeah, like, subscribe, peace.